Hello guys and welcome to part 2 of Teleperformance AMCAT Masterclass. TP's AMCAT test is more than just an assessment as it is designed by the company to evaluate your communication skills, personality trait and analytical skills at a deeper level through various rounds. And in this video, I'll provide you with all the necessary information and my top tips to help you prepare well for the AMCAT test and achieve higher scores in less time. Trust me, if you follow my instructions, clearing the AMCAT test will become super easy. Let's get started. As I told you in my previous video, this test has 4 parts. Part 1, Svar Spoken English Test, which has 6 subsections. And we have already covered everything you need to know about this part in my previous video. And in this video, we'll cover briefing for remaining 3 rounds, which are Part 2, Personality Test, Part 3, Basic Analytical Ability Test, and Part 4, Typing Test. Let's begin this video and let's move on to Part 2, Personality Test. This part has 72 questions which we must complete within 15 minutes. And trust me guys, this is the easiest part of the entire test. The test instruction says self-report inventory that gauges the candidate's personality profile. Guys, let me explain what this test is all about in simple words. This personality test is designed to understand and assess your personality traits such as your optimism, multitasking ability, social ability, and more. You'll be asked 72 questions within 15 minutes one by one. For each question, you need to say if you agree or disagree, showing different parts of your personality. This test will basically help the company understand how well your personality fits the requirements of the job. Test बहुत easy है, though there are 72 questions, 15 minutes का total time है, but that's not going to take you much time to answer each question. Once I'll start sharing the examples, you will understand it very well how easy it is to clear this one. Once you read the question, you will have 4 options on the screen and you need to choose one out of those 4 given options. Let me share 10 sample questions with you to help you understand how it works. Number 1 is, can you do more than one thing at a time? आपके पास 4 options होंगे. Strongly disagree, disagree, agree, strongly agree. As per your understanding, you just have to choose one option. So basically, they want to check how good you are with multitasking ability. So the answer would be strongly agree. Choose strongly agree and move ahead. The second question says, it makes me nervous when too many people look at me. Again, you'll have 4 options. Strongly disagree, disagree, agree, strongly agree. Choose one and move ahead. The third one is, friends call me when they are in need. 4 options will be there. Strongly disagree, disagree, strongly agree, or agree. Choose one, move ahead. Next question is, I get a lot of invitations from my friends. 4 options, choose one, move ahead. Good times return sooner or later. 4 options, choose the right one as per your understanding and move ahead. I like to decorate my room. 4 options again, choose one, move ahead. One should be charitable. Choose the right option as per you and then move ahead. Let me give you the last one. I prefer not to concentrate on more than one task at a time. Choose the option, move ahead. Guys, there are 75 questions that you have to answer. Guys, questions आपने देख ही लिए कितने simple हैं. 75 के 75 questions इतने ही simple होने वाले हैं. You just have to read the question, pick one option for yourself and then move ahead to the next one. Anyways, for you to practice, let me share some sample questions. It will appear on your screen. If you wish, you can stop the video to read them, or again, you can take a screenshot or read them later. Let's move on to our next part, Part 3, Basic Analytical Abilities. This test basically checks how well you can solve basic analytical problems. It consists of 25 questions which you must complete in 10 minutes. It's a multiple choice test that assesses your numerical ability, attention to details, understanding of data, and reasoning abilities. Guys, to be honest with you, there are no shortcuts or tricks to clear this section. Each question has only one correct answer and that can't be changed. The only way to succeed in this section is by thinking carefully, staying focused, and practicing some sample questions to get used to the test format or pattern. Let me share a few sample questions to help you understand. But remember one very important thing. You will have to answer 25 questions in 20 minutes. This means you can spend only 24 seconds answering each question. So our first question says, a painter prepared 6 liters of brown paint by mixing yellow and violet paint in a 2:1 ratio. How much violet paint did he use? Now they have given us 4 options to choose from. By the way, this section is going to be MCQ based. As I said earlier, we must try to find solutions to each question within 24 seconds if we really want to attend all the questions. So the answer to this question is 2 liters. But anyways, it wasn't that difficult as well. In order to find out how much wallet paint the painter used, divide the total liters of paint, which in this case is 6, by the total part of the mixture. Each part represents both yellow and violet paint. Since the ratio of yellow to violet paint is 2:1, the painter used 2 liters of violet paint. Let's look at our next question. You estimate that the material required for a certain job will cost $1,200. Upon completing the job, you find that the actual cost was only $1,020. By what percentage is the actual cost lower than the estimated cost? So in order to find out the percentage decreased, we need to subtract the actual cost, which in this case is 1020, from the estimated cost, which was 1200, to find the difference. And after doing that, the difference will be 180. Now we must divide the difference amount, which is 180, with the estimated cost, which is 1200. And if we multiply it by 100, we'll find the percentage decreased. So our answer would be 15%. Now let's look at our next question. The question says, an electrical wiring job requires 4 electricians to work for 6 hours each. On the day of the job, 1 electrician does not arrive. How long would it take for the remaining electricians to complete the work? Guys, we have 4 options on our screen. So in order to find out the answer, हमें पहले total working hours निकालने होंगे, which in this case would be 24 hours. How we achieve that? हमारे पास 4 electricians हैं and they are working 6 hours each. So answer would be 24. And since 1 electrician will be absent, so his workload will be divided into other electricians. So calculation बहुत simple है. 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8 hours each. Guys, before we move on to our next question, I just want to tell you something very important. Questions literally में बहुत simple हैं और थोड़ा सा logic लगा के आप अपनी finger tips पे इसका आंसर खुद निकाल सकते हो. Questions सिर्फ देखने में difficult लग रहे हैं, but easy है. I must appreciate company on this क्योंकि उन्होंने बहुत सोच समझ कर ये टेस्ट बनाया है और उनको ही पता है कि क्वेश्चंस इजी रखने हैं. डिफिकल्ट होते तो वो आपको 25 क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करने के लिए 45 मिनट्स या 1 आवर का टाइम देते. बट यहाँ पे इन्होंने 25 क्वेश्चंस के लिए 10 मिनट्स रखे हैं एंड यू कैन इजीली सी फॉर योरसेल्फ क्वेश्चंस डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, इजी ही है. सो गाइस, नाउ लेट्स लुक इनटू आवर नेक्स्ट टेस्ट फॉर्मेट. सो देयर इज दिस इमेज एंड द क्वेश्चन सेज, please select the figure from the given option that best completes the pattern. So ये image देखने के बाद आपको क्या लगता है? Which figure from the option can complete the pattern? You guessed it right. Second one. सारे ऐसे ही easy से होंगे, difficult नहीं है. Now let's quickly go ahead and look into the next image. And the question says, select the figure from the given options that best completes the pattern. ये भी simple सा ही है. The answer is number 2. Let's move on to our next question. Choose the correct option. Which of the given options matches the figure below? From this one, the answer is number 3. Our next one is, choose the option that completes the pattern. I guess the first one is the right option. Next one is, identify the image that is unlike the others. Answer should be fourth one. Now let's move on to our next test format. इसमें mostly आपको कुछ tables या data दिया होगा जो आपको assess करना है and then you have to find out the actual answer. Guys, the instructions for this one says, in this section, you will see some tables and pictures that gives important information about the topic. Table shows data in rows and columns, while pictures like graphs and charts shows data visually. So in our next question, we have this table where the question says, refer to the given table. How many radial tires are produced in shift 1? And we have 4 options to choose from. So इसे solve करने के लिए हमें पहले ये देखना होगा कि radial और shift 1 कौन-कौन से row और columns में mentioned है. I found out radial and shift 1 दो जगह mentioned है, and once we add both of them, we'll get our required answer. In this case, it will be 30 plus 20. The answer is 55. In our next question, we have this image, and the question says, refer to the given form. How many entries have not been filled as per the instructions in the form? In order to find the answer, let's quickly analyze this image. I can see security number seems fine, country looks fine too, name looks fine as well, but mobile number seems incorrect as it should be of 10 digits, but here it is mentioned 11 digits. So we got our first mistake. Gender seems to be fine. Email address seems incorrect as well, as it says dwest.gmail.com. Date of birth seems incorrect as well, as it should be in MMDDYY format, but it has been written as DDMMYY format. So we must count it as third mistake, and password seems fine. So we got total 3 mistakes. Now let's move on to our next question. Refer to the given address ranges and their delivery routes. What is the delivery route for the address 55 Season Park Lane? If I look at this closely, I think my answer is in row number 6, as I could see number 55 falls between 41 to 60. And it also says Season Park Lane and the delivery route assigned is B. So the answer should be B. Guys, remember, tests are not just about memorization. They're about applying logic and analytical reasons. And as you can see, just by applying some logic, we can easily answer all these questions without any issues. My suggestion would be to approach each question with confidence and clear understanding of the concepts. And to help you perform well, let me share a few more questions along with the answers in the form of study material on your screen. If you wish, you can pause this video to read them or take a screenshot and read them later. This takes us to the final part of the test, part 4, typing test. The test instruction says, typing-based test that evaluates typing speed and accuracy. So this test basically has two sections, or you can say two typing tests. Guys, point to be noted, the first typing test is only for practice and its scores won't be considered. But the second typing test is going to be the important one because uske scores consider honge. You will be given a paragraph on the screen and you need to type that paragraph exactly as shown in the space provided. You will get a total of 3 minutes to type as many words as you can in the box below. Guys, just a quick suggestion from my side. Make sure you practice for some time on your laptop using a free typing test software on Google to ensure you can type fast and accurately. Guys, what if I tell you all this briefing is of no use until you know about the entire interview process? Because this assessment is just the beginning of Teleperformance interview game. You must clear 3 more rounds in order to get the job offer. And I'm sure you're also not here just to clear a single or the first round. Trust me guys, you would need my support and assistance to succeed in those 3 rounds as well. So the first thing that you should do is follow my channel Hiring Guru Official to stay updated on all my future videos. And secondly, to learn what's coming next in this interview process, simply click on one of the videos showing up on the screen, including part 1 of AMCAT assessment test, and I'll start briefing you further. Bye now.